Hello, everyone. Beautiful, amazing souls out there. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. I'm truly so grateful that you are here. This is a very special pick a card reading. So, as I open up and begin, just tune into the 5 different groups here. And whatever your intuition is calling to is the message that's meant for you. This pick a card reading came through very strong and very fast. I kept hearing, don't judge yourself, just love yourself. Don't judge yourself, just love yourself. So the question is, what do I need to forgive myself for? What do I need to forgive myself for? So as you're tuning in, I just want to thank you for your time, your energy, for being here, for choosing to walk this path of love and empower yourself and trust your intuition. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. You all affirm that Spirit is with us and this is so much bigger than we realize. And everything you're going through is going to show you something amazing about yourself that you would have never known was there if you hadn't gone through these challenging obstacles, struggle, suffer, all of it. So know that it's not in vain and that you are about to transform and truly step into who you really are, which is unconditional love. And I am celebrating you and I'm honoring you because it is not easy to look at yourself in the mirror. So choose to forgive yourself and let's find out what your higher self wants to tell you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I love you. Thank you again so much for being here. To all my amazing subscribers, you are all just, you're my heart, you're my soul, you're the reason I'm here. I wouldn't be here without you. These messages are for you, and I'm like humbled and blown away and so grateful and feel so blessed that I can deliver these messages to you guys. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so grateful you're here. If you resonate, subscribe because the messages are going to keep coming. So thank you so much. I will get back to all of your comments as soon as I possibly can. Everything is shifting in my world too, but it just affirms and fills my heart. So thank you. And let's get this reading started, you guys. Let's do this, okay? Are you ready? I'm going to clear away these other groups. We'll get started with one. All right, so for those of you who chose group number 1, let's see what it's time for you to forgive yourself for so that you can move on. You got the Hawk, 3 of Cups, and 6 of Wands. For the Tarot, Spiritual Law of Attraction, Melchizedek. From Ascended Masters, from Earth Magic, you got Tsunami, Wake Up Call, and Assertiveness from the Angels. So let's read the Hawk card first because I can see already what's going on here. But let's see what Hawk has to say. So just get comfortable and really tune into your heart and who you really are, your soul. Okay, that pure essence before everything happened, when you first came here and it was all new. Okay. Hawk. This is powerful. I'm like getting goosebumps right now. So I'm with you. This is powerful. Okay. So Hawk is about perception, foresight, and information. Hawk is on the alert. Nothing escapes its beady eye. When resting, Hawk prefers not to be seen, especially by its prey, so it sits out of sight among foliage or a tangle of branches. This hawk nests in desert land among the cacti. He has shed its feathers. The upright one belongs to a red-tailed hawk. now rare in some countries. The the o, the Ojibwa the Ojibwa people say it brings the power of leadership and foresight. Hawk's message. Hawk tells you to use the gift of keen sight and instincts to check your environment and lifestyle. Alternatively, you may be advising you to seek counsel to ascertain the direction you need to take on your spiritual journey. Soar with Hawk to reach higher levels of consciousness, and from these heights you will find your path in life. Hawk's keen sight will sharpen your awareness. His ability to hover teaches you poise and balance. If he swoops and flies off in a particular direction, seek your vision there. Hawk may mean that you're failing to see important matters clearly. Be keen-sighted about the smaller things in life that you may have overlooked. Consider your health and weight. You can't take off with Hawk if you're carrying too much baggage, which could include mental or emotional stress. Take care of how you use Hawk's beak and claws. Do not use your power or energy to damage people. Finally, Hawk tells you not to allow dullness of spirit to blight your life. Hawk can help you to fly out of your body on vision journeys to gather knowledge from the unseen worlds. This can awaken latent psychic abilities, but these should be used with humility and care. Do not fly so high above your fellow beings that you begin to feel superior. Self-awareness is the key. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can see what's going on here, and you know, you are a very driven person. You are, when you put yourself into something, you're going to succeed. Like, you know that what you do, you will be successful at, and you've been successful. You've had victory in things, and you've accomplished things that you should be very proud of. You've worked very hard, and you have a very powerful spirit. And so it's about really learning to master your emotions, master your power, and to feed and fuel the energy of love and not the energy of fear. So the Three of Cups reversed and coming with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands tells me that about you, is that you've achieved really wonderful things. You've worked hard and you're very deserving of everything that you've achieved. But forgive, there may be people who maybe you felt were jealous or weren't supportive of your success. And maybe there were some things that happened, and there were some, relationships that ended, or there's some regret, over friendships that were lost over your success, or there's sorrow or grief over things, not seeing eye to eye, or, just the challenges that come with success, as we grow and evolve as humans, spiritual beings on this human journey. So it's about being mindful that everyone is on their own spiritual growth path, and we're all at different stages of our journey. And it's about honoring each person's journey. And some people haven't learned yet what it's like to achieve this type of success because they haven't put the work in yet. They haven't put the effort in to achieve that. And so what happens is that they project their insecurities onto you by being jealous, or by not being supportive, or whatever it is, because they judge themselves, because they judge the fact that they haven't achieved this, or that they don't feel victorious. And so it's about having compassion and understand, just empowering them to see that within themselves. And so you need to forgive yourself for having to leave behind things that are not supportive of your success, and be at peace with yourself, and send love to the situation, and send love to the people wish for their highest good, and wish for their strength and clarity to be revealed to them, and wish for their path to be shown to them, and wish for them to find their happiness within, because ultimately we are all responsible for our own happiness. We all have to take responsibility for our own happiness. We are not responsible for others as much as we want to try to, help them. The best way to help people is to empower them. And so it's really about looking at yourself and choosing what's empowering and forgiving what you have no control over, and sending love and, healing and guidance and resolution and all of those things to those situations, because that's what I'm seeing with the spiritual law of attraction here. So let me tune into that for you. So Melchizedek. The situation you're inquiring about has come to you via the spiritual law of attraction. You've attracted certain people or situations because they mirror your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. In the same way, people and situations that you once found desirable are now moving out of your life as you've shifted your energy through your spiritual path. Like attracts like means that everything and everyone that you draw into your life is similar to your thought patterns. If you want to change what or who you attract, hold more positive, loving, and joyful thoughts. The Ascended Masters and Angels can help you with this shift. Additional meanings: you can change or heal this situation by elevating your thoughts to a more positive level. Your prayers and affirmations have attracted a wonderful new person or situation into your life. This situation is not a reward or a punishment. You have attracted it, which means that you can also repel or magnify it as you choose. Visualize and affirm only what you desire. Wow. So call upon Melchizedek for help in mastering manifestation and to understand esoteric wisdom. So truly, keep your thoughts on a high vibration and feed that energy of what it is you want to embody. So it's that energy of unconditional love, and success is a part of that energy. Encouragement, support, accepting what you cannot change, and asking how can you focus beneficial energy into the situation, because that's what's going to grow. And as you do that, you can forgive yourself because you realize that you can change. As you change your thoughts, you're going to attract like thoughts. So that's why it takes a lot of strength to walk this path, right? Because it's so much easier to just, have a reason, like an excuse not to, because so-and-so or this situation, or I can't do this. We have to truly look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I'm not a victim. And once you do that and you can forgive yourself and recognize that you actually can change your thoughts, you have that power. It's that in itself is empowering. And then you can forgive yourself, and then you can allow this mental anxiety and whatever it is, it'll just kind of begin to disappear. And as you do that, you realize everyone can do that for themselves. And so there's no reason to feel jealous or regretful or feel bad or any of those things when we're truly coming from a place of love, and we seek to empower and support the situations. And if the other things involved don't want to grow along with us, we have to accept that and just wish for their highest good. And as you embrace, you'll see that you'll move, the universe will move you out of those types of situations. So you're not giving your energy and fueling them. You're taking that and focusing it into love instead. And so yeah, I know I see the wake up call here. So I just see there's a lot happening. And so this is a time for you to really, hone in on your strength and heal. This is happening for a reason, okay? I'm going to set this down actually, read it to you. You are getting a wake up call. It may be in the form of a significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet, you also know that it is time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You are experiencing a real-life drama, so there is no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed its happening. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle they were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on clues and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. Wow. Oh my goodness. So, really honing in on that inner spiritual strength that you have and being able to see the bigger picture and, really seeing where people are in their consciousness and their energy and their thought patterns and, just realizing that we don't know when it's time for people to change or what they need to experience. We just have to trust that, their guides are with them and their higher self and they're going through what they need to. But it's about staying in the truth and the love and, trusting, playing your role and I feel you, but it's definitely time for you to really forgive yourself and, shifting that perception will really help you. It'll free you completely. So, assertiveness. I don't know why. I'm going to leave those down there today, you guys. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. Wow. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. You drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. It's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon the angels for courage and guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With patience, loving assertiveness becomes easier. Additional meanings: face the situation directly, read a book or take a class on assertiveness. Replace aggressive or passive-aggressive behavior with assertiveness. Handle conflict with honesty and love. Tell the truth to yourself and others. This situation is an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. So speak your truth with love. Speak your truth coming from a place of love. Give it everything you've got so that when you go to sleep at night, you know that you've done everything you can in love to heal whatever it is. And if the other parties or situations are choosing on their own not to resolve it, then you can truly just forgive yourself and know that what you're doing in your heart is right. Follow your intuitions. Speaking your truth is about honoring your feelings. That is the loving thing to do. And we have to not be victims and say, hey, this hurts me, or hey, this makes me feel like shit, or hey, I really don't appreciate this. And if they're not willing to honor that and come to some resolution or whatever it is, instead of being angry or feeling rejected or feeling hurt or taking it personal, we can see from a higher perspective that it's all about consciousness. It's all in our mind because we are all divine, eternal beings on the core of who we are. And so, just say, okay, I accept your perspective of me. I have no control over your perspective of me, and I accept it. And if you can't accept me, then there's nothing I can do about that. I love me. I accept me. I'm doing my best. I truly, want to heal this, and when you're ready, that I'm open to that. Otherwise, I've got to be on my way. And when they're ready to truly reconcile, or when that situation, if it's meant to be, it will come back to you. So if it's true, it's meant for you, and you can never lose anything that's truly meant to be yours. So stay strong and stay true to you and forgive yourself and do all you came here to do, because you are successful in everything you do. So I wish you tons more success and love and blessings. I know they're coming. And, just love yourself. Infinite love to you. So thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'd love to hear your feedback if it resonated. And I just thank you so much for being here, for your time, your energy, and choosing to be you. So we'll see you next time. We're going to move on to 2, you guys. It's getting dark. Okay. So for those of you who chose group number 2, what is your higher self asking you to forgive yourself for right now? You ready? Let's see what's going on here. Fox. We got the fox. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower in reverse. You got meditate. Meditate Buddha from the Ascended Masters. Reflection Winter Solstice from Earth Magic. And be honest with yourself from the angels. Okay. So let's start with the fox. See what the fox message is for you today to start off your reading. Thank you so much for just being here, for choosing yourself, choosing to look in the mirror and forgive yourself and see how amazing you really are. And I'm just grateful you're here. If I can find the fox, oh my goodness. Here we go. So the fox is all about speed, cunning, and awareness. Fox's eyes miss nothing as it stares out at you, but you would be unlikely to see it in its natural habitat, crouching in the shadowy corners under the rocks beyond the mossy bank. All its senses alert, the beater of a ceremonial drum shown here has borrowed Fox's energy and its fur. Its head is of deerskin. Colored crow beads decorate the fringe. Using this beater would call out fox medicine, reminding you to wake up and sharpen your awareness. Fox's message. If clever fox has arrived, it may be telling you that you are being too noticeable and drawing the wrong kind of attention. Try to approach life more discreetly. Use the cunning and cleverness of fox in a positive way. Learn to observe without being seen, and use what you have observed to take control of the situation. Fox reminds you not to be afraid of your creative sexual energy or the deep instinctual feminine side of your nature. If Fox is reversed, you have been too clever and are in danger of being found out. It could be that you have sabotaged yourself. Alternatively, have you become self-absorbed and forgotten to observe what is going on around you? There may be hidden dangers that you have missed. So sharpen up. Have you been neglecting your family or friends? They could be in need of your protection or help. Don't irritate people like fleas do, or you will find yourself cast off by friends. Oh my goodness, this is very powerful, okay? This is powerful, and I just want you to know right away, before we begin this reading, that you are an infinite, divine, powerful being. Like, you are immortal, infinite, pure source consciousness. And life is so much more than it seems, right? Like, the filters and perceptions and things that the filters that we've been seeing through, that we were taught to see through, are not, there is truth to them, but they're like a distorted perception of the truth. So sometimes we don't see things as clearly as we think we do. So it's about really learning to tune into that and being able to forgive yourself for things that you weren't aware of before. because it wasn't your time to be aware. This is your time. This is why you're watching this, to become aware of this, because it's going to allow you to see this huge, like, bigger aspect of yourself that you never knew was there before. So, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse can be like missed financial opportunities. It can be like with when I'm seeing it with the Tower, it's like you are going through, when the Tower comes reversed, it's like a huge, significant spiritual transformation. A time of like huge transformation in your life. And it's not necessarily a result of external things that are going on. It's more of a result of what's going on in your internal world. That your views are shifting, your perceptions are shifting, your beliefs. Like, it's realizing that, what you were thinking before isn't supporting what you're feeling now moving forward, right? So it's like you're having this like total spiritual awakening, basically. And you may be leaving behind opportunities, like financial opportunities, or choosing to just seeing things that maybe you wanted to manifest, but they're not in alignment with where you're going now. They're not in alignment with the life that you're seeing now. Like, I feel like you're going through this huge spiritual awakening. Like, it's very internal. It's not like external. It's like the lights are coming on and you're just seeing things in a totally new light. And the things that aren't lining up with that, it's like you're maybe feeling guilty or remorseful about leaving things behind, or not. Maybe you were beginning things, or you are walking away from a financial situation. Maybe you're like, money's not worth it. The money's not worth it, and it's not. Because the truth is that, money can be manifest anywhere. It's not about the money. It's not about the material things. It's more about, is it in alignment with who you really are and your purpose here? So, being at peace with knowing that your spirit's guiding you. Let's read Meditate from Buddha. Because you're being asked to go within right now. This card is a call for you to meditate regularly. Your path, body, and soul are asking for quiet time to reflect, think, and receive insight. Even a small amount of time devoted to daily meditation will bring you great gifts. You don't necessarily need any formal training in meditation. It's simply a matter of sitting quietly, closing your eyes, breathing, and listening. So really being still. I mean, look, you got reflection, winter solstice, and be honest with yourself. So, the winter solstice reflection card, let me read that message to you. Your higher self is really speaking to you right now. Your guides, you are going through a huge spiritual awakening right now. So the midpoint of winter, let me read the message here. Review the past year and ask yourself what the most important lessons you have had to learn are, what you have accomplished, and what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the upcoming year, whether it has been a relatively smooth ride or a challenging series of events. Acknowledge your experience as being the work of Source, no matter what your judgments, fears, or joys are. Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness. Then let it go. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet, slow time in reflection. Oh my goodness. Once you feel complete, reflect on your present life, especially focusing on what you are grateful for. When you are finished, consider what is to come, all of the different possibilities and potential that exist before you. Allow your imagination to roam without limitation or ambition and see what shows up. Notice how you feel in your body with whatever scenario plays out in your mind. These are previews of that which is gestating and can manifest and grow when cared for properly. Patience and stillness is called for here. For just as the earth cycles have their own pace, so does this cycle. Wow. And, getting still and really just being in your own space and being able to hear yourself, that's when it's really going to affirm to you that you're doing the right thing, and to be at peace with it and know that your spirit is guiding you, and we are all being guided. So it's okay to walk away from things that are no longer serving you. That's what you're being called to do. Then it's okay. So the angels say, be honest with yourself, look into your heart, and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation, because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face this situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. Additional meanings: the situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion that this is the way it is. So, just really being honest with yourself and trusting, you're going to hear yourself. And as you begin to do that and tune into yourself, the forgiveness will come. Forgive yourself for, the things that you weren't aware of. And know that as you do that, all that awareness is just going to come in. So I'm with you. You've got this. That's why you're watching this. And it's going to bring so much peace, and you're going to be on your path, and all of the right elements and people and situations and support and everything will come to you, and it will just feel right. It'll be okay. So I am just grateful for you, and I'm with you. So forgive yourself, love yourself, just love yourself. What would love do? Thank you so much for your time and energy, and we will see you next time. Much love to you. We're going to move on to group number 3. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, what is your higher self really asking you to forgive yourself for right now, so that you can release yourself and move forward? See what you guys got. Medicine Man, Queen of Wands, and so Queen of Wands, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Choose Peace from Yogananda, Ascended Masters. Childhood Innocence from Earth Magic, and Cleanse and Detoxify from the Angels. So let's read Medicine Man to you. Let's tune into this overall energy for you. Medicine Man is powerful. I just got really big goosebumps. Like this wave of, it's a very powerful energy. Okay, so take a deep breath and just relax. I'm gonna readjust myself here. Okay. Medicine Man, represents the tribe Mohawk, and the gift is the drum. The drum is one of mankind's first musical instruments, and it is still used by indigenous people all over the planet. It is said that we were created from the primal sound, and the drum connects us to this pulse. It also reminds us of our mother's heartbeats, heard when we were in the womb. This drum is a slice of the hollowed trunk of a cottonwood tree. Raw cowhide has been stretched over it on both sides. If you can see that. So powerful. So, Grandfather Medicine Man's message. Take this drum. Its heartbeat rhythm is calming. It reminds you of your mother's womb and can put you into a meditative state. Meditate daily to bring peace and harmony into your life. The vibrations of the drum can draw out negative energy patterns from the body, or it can release blocked emotions. The sound becomes an expression of your feelings and puts you in touch with your inner rhythms. If the drum appears reversed, it is asking if you have become too set in your ways or too rigid physically. This could lead to a variety of ailments. If you feel imbalanced or feel you have lost your way in life, it is time to dance and sing your sacred song. Follow your heartbeat. Take courage from the sound of the drum. Your gifts are needed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You have got to follow the beat of your drum. It is time to forgive and move on, because you are you have this beautiful, fiery, creative energy. You are very spiritual. You are very gifted in a lot of things. You know, you're very independent. You're very passionate. And I'm very fiery. I'm like the Queen of Fire as well. Queen of Wands is like, she's the Queen of Fire. She's magical. She's in tune with nature and the magic of nature. And she's abundant and she's charismatic and she's warm and nurturing and fiery. And sometimes that fire can lead to us, when we're feeling drained or depleted and we're not nourishing that fire with, that creative juice and spirit. With the Four of Pentacles, it could be that you maybe got too caught up in the material things of life and, it's like, I don't know if I'm trying to fill into this for a second, if it's a relationship. I'm going to set these down for a minute, or if it's, because I'm seeing choose peace in this situation. And the Four of Pentacles in reversed is like holding on too tightly to something, or maybe we're putting it's like we're putting too much focus on the material world, and it's kind of become like our only focus. And so other things in our life have suffered, and we haven't been able to, it's like you haven't been able to be as generous and loving in your spirit, but it could be because of financial strain, and it's not who you really are. It's just that it caused so much frustration and anxiety and stress, because that's what the material world does, it can also mean that you're successful in creating finances, but your relationships are like totally suffering. And so your higher self is asking you to forgive yourself for understanding that your success, like your financial success, is only truly important to a certain point. That you are so much more than your financial success, and it's something about finances being involved, and whatever it is, that it's about you getting back in tune with your Queen of Fire and understanding that whatever happened, let's read Choose Peace. Is coming from a place of, whatever conditioning or programming that you grew up with as a child, around finances, around money, and understanding that, a lot of us, what we've been taught is to focus on the material world. We've been taught that, financial success means we are success. It's like what we want to provide for our families. We want to be successful. That's our natural, that's our birthright, to be abundant. But the programming of the mainstream world has us putting material things and finances and energy. It has us pouring our energy into that as above our relationships, as above the things that actually fuel our fire. If we don't keep our fire, the fuel from a pure source of love and inspiration and, all of that, then it turns into this, we can have a really hot temper and we can freak out and we get mad and people think we're mean and angry and all this stuff, which is not true. You're not a mean, angry person, but if you feel angry, it's because it's coming from stress and frustration of wanting to do the best job you possibly can and feeling like, you're giving it all you got. But, it's like forgiving yourself for that. That is, seeing what's truly important and getting back to that, because that's going to free you. And so let's read this. In this situation, choose the path of peace. As you think about your various options and possible outcomes, which brings the greatest feeling of peace to your body and mind? This is your answer. Okay, so listen to your heart's truth. There is always a peaceful alternative to conflict. Your peacefulness elevates your energy and helps you to manifest your desires. Meditate and do yoga as a way of attaining inner peace. So even if choosing peace means silence, choose silence. Like when you're thinking about situations, instead of just reacting in the moment, kind of take a step back and observe yourself and be like, okay, I'm feeling this. So how would it feel if I was just quiet and I didn't say anything? And really observing that, or, if I just accepted this or whatever it is, but feel into it and give yourself the power of choice to choose where you're focusing your energy. And when you forgive yourself for this, you're going to really, choosing, it's going to help you forgive and let go and see that it was a programmed pattern belief. It's not who you really are. So let me read the message from Earth Magic. So Earth Magic says, innocence is not simply the lack of guilt or shame, but a quality in itself, one that you naturally possess when you first come into this existence. There are challenges you have faced throughout life that have further shaped your personality and character. You have also likely encountered moments following a disappointment or loss when you turned sour or cynical, and no doubt have had times when layers of anger or fear blocked the flow of your vitality, your life force. Yet in spite of all this, there is a core of innocence that you can reawaken by releasing any shame that has covered over the truth of who you are. Take any opportunity to heal this shame and let it go so you can revisit that state of purity. Doing so helps you see every moment with fresh eyes and removes the filters that inhibit your light and love from coming forth. You truly are a child of God, so allow yourself to be that. Tune back into who you really are, and, don't judge yourself. Just love yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just love yourself. What would love do? Okay? And let's cleanse and detoxify. That bird scared me. It's getting dark out here, and there's all these really cool birds out right now. It's pretty magical. They're speaking to you, giving you some messages. With great love and respect, we ask you to, it's like, hey, do you mind? I'm trying to read here. We ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. This card signifies the angel's recommendation that you eliminate chemicals and toxins from your body. Your sensitivity to drugs, food additives, including sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine has increased. These substances are interfering with your with your ability to hear your angels. So they ask you to avoid them. The angels will gladly help you with stress or cravings if you will ask. I don't know if that has meaning or significance for any one of you with that bird, but it's he's like very adamant that you hear him. He's like he just landed right next to me. It's like I apologize. I apologize if he's so loud, but my goodness. So your higher self is saying to tune back into your passion and what truly ignites your child spirit. You know, don't fill the voids with things that are temporary satisfaction, you know, that are just bringing you temporary relief. Don't feel like you have to escape, you know. Oops. Four of Pentacles in reverse can also be like, you know, you're escaping from your responsibilities. So instead of feeding the things that are going down, things that aren't serving you, choose things that will serve you, even if it's just a little bit at a time. You know, just add something daily that's going to ignite your spirit, that's going to shift your consciousness, you know, and get your thoughts moving in the better direction. Like, even if you put something up, like get a drum, you know, and every morning, first thing when you wake up, like beat your drum to remind you to follow the beat of your own heart, okay? Because you have a very fiery, passionate heart. And fire people, if we don't express that passion creatively, it makes us very, you know, it does all sorts of things. So I love you, and I thank you for, you know, choosing to forgive yourself, for your time and energy, for being here. You are a powerful creator. So just remember that is the truth. That is the truth and the only truth and nothing but the truth. So forgive yourself, okay? Love yourself. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and your energy, and I hope that this resonated and affirmed what you needed affirmed. So we're going to move on to group number 4. All right, so group number 4, it's getting dark. I apologize, but it's going to be an evening dark read. What is your higher self asking you to forgive yourself for right now? What is it time for you to release and let go of, forgive, and move on? You've got Wisdom Keeper. Okay. You've got the Star and 5 of Swords. Oh, this is beautiful. Priorities from King Solomon. Lotus Flower Unfoldment from Earth Magic. And Perfect Timing from the Angels. Okay. So let's read Wisdom Keeper. See what the message of Wisdom Keeper is for you. Get comfortable. Ready for your message here. So Grandmother Wisdom Keeper is the tribe Blackfoot, and the gift is the fan. This is a blessing or dance fan. A female would carry it in her left hand, a shawl swaying over her right arm in rhythm with her steps. Eagle fans may be used as prayer fans to call Great Spirit, or for smudging, a ceremony of blessing and purification. There are 5 golden eagle feathers on the fan. The fur is rabbit, eagle's prey. Everything must be balanced. The beading is done in peyote stitch. Grandmother Wisdom Keeper's message. We native people keep the knowledge of the purpose of things, such as what certain kinds of rocks can be used for, or the significance of particular events. We can see beyond the environment and predict what is to come. My first teaching for you is trust your inner knowing. Awaken your perceptions. You have far more awareness than you realize. Don't you know that you are connected with all life, rocks, plants, clouds, creatures? All can speak to you and share their knowledge with you. You are connected with the Creator and with Mother Earth. Much knowledge and wisdom has remained hidden or ignored because people have become too fascinated with material existence. Life's treasures are in the simple things that are free and in the ancient wisdom still there to be discovered. The fan may be saying that you have lost your sense of wonder and curiosity. We're here to discover and understand the sacred self and learn the meaning of our existence. Have you become lazy, shutting down in favor of an easy life? The eagle feather fan brings you the ability to reawaken, to see things that others would overlook, and to be alert to signs and signals. It will show you that prayer and connection with Great Spirit brings the greatest wisdom. Wow. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. So let me just tune in here for a moment. I love the star card. It is one of my cards. So you've got the Five of Swords here too. So let me just see what your higher self is trying to ask you to forgive yourself for. I'm gonna keep these down here because it's probably a little bit better light. I know you guys can't see very well, but what I'm seeing here is that this is a time for you to really focus on who you really are, having faith that what you're going through right now is all a part of your spiritual unfoldment. It's all a part of your growth. You are like this star. You are like a source of hope and inspiration. I feel like there's been a lot of turmoil. I feel like there's been a lot of conflict and tension with others, and just speaking truths and challenges of limiting, just beliefs and values clashing and coming together, right? But this is all about knowing that no matter what is going on, you are connected to the divine. You are connected to source at all times, and you are going through this time of transformation, and you're being blessed. You're entering this very loving, calm, peaceful time in your life. You're gaining a deeper understanding of both yourself and the others around you. There's magic around you. You are like hope, and your soul is like a star. It's about realizing that dreams really do come true and allowing yourself to tune into that dream. What your dream is, what your, I love that it comes with this, because it's like really tuning into that source of inspiration for you, that your purpose, transforming yourself from the old to the new. And I can see from the Five of Swords that, it's like we don't really feel like, fives are all about change, but the Five of Swords, it's like there's not really a winner or a lose. It's not about winning or losing. It's like nobody really wins, right? It's like you realize, like, we like fight with people and we'd have dealt all these disagreements, but at the end of all of it, there's really no winner or loser, and everyone walks away feeling bad. So it's about forgiving yourself for giving it everything you've got, and honoring your choice to follow your heart, follow your star, your soul, your dream, and to be at peace, and knowing that everyone's on their journey and everyone's coming into these realizations on their own time. Okay, so it's time for you to, because that's just what I'm feeling for this, As you invest in your priorities, you're investing in yourself. Let go of procrastination or perfectionism. Break your major goals into baby steps and take one step at a time. Revamp your schedule so that you devote regular time to your priorities. Be assertive in saying no to anything that diverts you from your path. So Call upon King Solomon to resolve dilemmas, to build new projects, and to foster tolerance among various religious and spiritual paths. So, wow, I mean, that is absolutely amazing. Just really tuning into your dream and, how to move through conflict. And I don't know, this is amazing. I'm going to read spiritual or lotus flower unfoldment. I keep saying spiritual unfoldment. I think that's what it's about. Let's see. So, your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you are aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force growth upon yourself or others, for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will have challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. Isn't that beautiful? So, yeah, truly just, not being afraid to keep moving forward and following your dreams, and just, forgive yourself for whatever you've had to let go and leave behind, and know that everyone's on their journey, their own growth path, and that they will, they're going through what they need to have their own awakenings. So let's read perfect timing. Oh my goodness, it's getting dark. It's kind of cool. I hope you don't mind the darkness, but it is what it is, you guys. It's the message I want you to get. So now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. This card means that you need to take certain steps before your prayer can be fully answered. Let me get some light over here. The angels say that now is the perfect time to act. They will guide you along the way. Sometimes it's not important how we approach a situation, but that we put energy, action, and intention into manifesting what we desire. Once we take the first steps in the direction of our desired outcome, the universe then gives us additional help. Take action now. The situation will work out well, provided you don't delay. Make a decision. Any blocks in the past were because the timing wasn't yet right. Okay? So I truly, truly hope that this message resonated with you, and just know that everything happens in divine timing for each and every single one of us. This is your time to forgive yourself and to acknowledge yourself for who you are, how far you've come as a divine spiritual being, to hold your head up high and know that your dreams are in your heart for a reason. And, you're a wisdom keeper. You're here for, to shine your light and to be who you came here to be. So you've got to forgive yourself, set yourself free. Don't judge yourself, just love yourself, and know that everything happens in divine timing, in perfect timing for everything that's occurring. So it's bigger than us, and we've just got to focus on playing our role and choosing love. So I thank you. I hope this affirmed what you feel inside and gave you the guidance and clarity you need in this time. And I just thank you for being here, for your time, your energy. I'm grateful to be a messenger. So we're going to move on to number 5 before it gets too dark. I'm out here in the woods. But I love you, and I'm sending you tons of love for your dreams, all to manifest and come true. So let's move on to number 5, you guys. Let's do this. So for those of you who chose group number 5, it's dark out tonight. It got dark while I was doing the reading, but I'm going to keep going to get the message to you, so I hope you don't mind. What is it time for you to forgive yourself for? Are you ready? See if I can see the cards here. Ooh, we got Stargazer. I wonder if I can somehow bring this. I wonder if you guys can see it over here. Here we go. Stargazer. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. And then we got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Justice card. So, and then we've got, oh my goodness, oh Spirit. We've got Twin Flame, Milky Way Perspective, and Entrepreneur. Oh my goodness. Oh Spirit. So, all right, you guys. Let's read the Stargazer card to you. Let's get that started. I'm just going to put my sweatshirt on really quick. I am outside near the river, out here in the woods. It's getting dark. Got dark really fast. Give me just a minute here. The geese are flying over, blessing your reading right now. Geese say forge ahead. They represent the unconditional love. They are very loyal. They mate for life. They don't leave anyone behind. They are true strength. So that was pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Well, I am grateful to be your messenger, you guys. I am a twin flame as well. So I don't know what's going to come through this, but I can already tell you that I'm kind of feeling a little shaky and I'm like, Spirit away. Okay, so I am just honored to get this message out and support us in any way I can. And let's see what it's time for us to forgive and let go so we can come back to healing and our joy, authentic selves, true unconditional love, union with our beloveds, okay? So the Stargazer, I am going to use the light of my thing over here to read. All right, you guys. So Stargazer represents the tribe of Zuni, its grandmother Stargazer. The gift is the necklace. This traditional necklace is made of turquoise, coral, and hishi ropes of finely cut shell discs. Turquoise represents Father Sky, or the male spirit. The necklace is said to be strongly protective. Coral symbolizes the blood of Mother Earth and is considered to be nourishing for the blood and good for the circulation. This heavy necklace would be worn by both men and women with much other jewelry for ceremonial occasions, especially the feast day dancing. Oh my goodness. Grandmother Stargazer's message. It is dark now. Together we will watch the star people awaken. The teaching you seek is to step away in order to see the wider picture, in the way you gain purpose and perspective in your life. Be careful not to become egocentric. Be aware of the beauty that is created when you are in harmony with the wider pattern. Learn to revere the mystery and wonder of creation. If you have questions about your life, be still, focus on one star, and wait for the answer to arise in your heart. The necklace could mean that you have developed too narrow a focus on life. It's easy to lose your sense of perspective if you allow yourself to be bogged down by the minutiae of the daily round. Remember, spirit is to be found within everything. Look up at the stars and into the mysterious cosmos. See the beautiful necklace I give you. Red coral for Mother Earth for nourishment, turquoise for Father Sky for protection. Each bead is like a string of stars, and you are one of them. Maybe wearing a necklace like this would remind you of your cosmic origins. Ooh, I love this. It's like the male and female energies, the balance, the sky, the earth, the cosmos, We are infinite creator beings. And as twin flames, we come here on a mission, It's bigger than just coming into union with, someone in a romantic way. It's about two very divinely guided spiritual beings coming together in union to manifest and create this foundation of unconditional love here on earth, to act as a template for others to have an example of. And the passion and the romance and all of that is just the icing on the cake. It's the bonus. It's like the, you know, it's Spirit's way of saying, rewarding you for your mission, and that's why these sacred unions, these sacred relationships cannot come together in sacred union for, that everlasting solid foundation until each individual comes into wholeness within themselves, that comes to that authentic place of healing and unconditional love within themselves. And that's why we have to learn to forgive ourselves. That's love. Love forgives, So let's see. What I'm seeing is that this is really, this is for all of us. I'm going to leave these down here since you can't really see them up here. Maybe you can see them a little bit better there. The Queen of Cups reversed is, the Queen of Cups is all about emotions and the spiritual subconscious, the unconscious, and being deeply connected to that, and our hearts, being connected in our hearts. And so this journey can really have us on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, it can really have us feeling the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. And as twin flames, when we come together initially, we trigger each other like crazy because we are divine reflections of one another. We are like looking at ourselves in a mirror. And so we each come into a certain set of belief patterns, cultural upbringings, family patterns, conditioning, the mainstream 3D programming, all of that. And we come into those situations so that we can transform them. We're here to create a new template. So we have to live through them and experience them to understand them in order to break free of them, right? So part of this journey is that it's returning to that place of unconditional love within ourselves, truly coming into that frequency of unconditional love, which is the creation energy. And so it's all about fairness. Justice is all about cause and effect, understanding at the core what's really causing our anger and our feelings towards one another. Where is it within ourselves, that we feel this? Why do we feel this? Where is it? It's like really looking within yourself and it's like holding yourself accountable for your actions. This journey is all about taking responsibility for our actions. Where have we contributed to, the fear in our relationship, the pain in our relationships? It takes a lot of strength to look at ourselves in the mirror and hold ourselves accountable, and to forgive ourselves, because all of us are coming from a place of hurt, where we were hurt or wounded from something that happened in our lives. And we didn't heal it. It didn't get healed at that time. And so it got suppressed in some way. And now when we come into relationships, it gets triggered because we're trying to hide that part of ourselves. And so it's about really taking a look at yourself and being really fair and honest with, what's going on. And, if you weren't acting in a way that was in alignment with your true self before, it's time to forgive yourself and really tune into that true part of who you are and come into that place of alignment with yourself. Because once you do and you realize you can forgive yourself, you can forgive your twin, you can forgive anyone. So let's read the twin flame really quick. This card indicates a twin flame relationship, which is the deepest form of romantic love. To form such a partnership, you must follow your inner guidance, learn personal growth lessons, and have patience with divine timing. Once twin flames find each other, everything in their life reaches new heights of love and light. The person you're inquiring about is your soulmate or twin flame. Your heart will soon be with your twin, or your heart, your heart will be, but you will soon be with your twin flame. Keep your heart open, stay positive, and follow your guidance to manifest your prayers about your love life. Okay, so forgiving yourself is absolutely a requirement for reuniting with your twin. So, it's essential. It's essential. So let's read the perspective card, Milky Way perspective. There's more geese going by, you guys. Okay, so the message here is you have lost your perspective, so it's time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care, it simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. Okay, so this is all about forgiving and just recognizing, being able to see from a bigger picture, where you were coming from, where they were coming from, and at the core of it, why, that it wasn't personal. It's about forgiving yourself for the things you didn't know at the time. You've learned so much now, and your perspective is shifting, and so it's about seeing things outside of your emotions and seeing things in a very fair way from both perspectives, because you got the entrepreneur card, and that aspect of the twin flame relationships, what helps to focus on it is that we both came here to experience what we needed to. Everything happened for a reason. We have something to learn from what we've gone through, and that's what we're being asked to look at. What is it that I need to learn from this situation? What am I being shown that I need to see? Detaching from the situation, because we are here to work together, and a lot of us are entrepreneurs, and we're here to really, step it up a notch. We are going to be very financially abundant in our businesses and the things that we bring to this place, this reality. So self-employment and suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. This card comes to you because you're well suited to self-employment. You have the ideas, the drive, and the self-discipline required for entrepreneurial work. Yet self-doubts make you hesitate. The angels reassure you that you have what it takes to succeed as an entrepreneur. They will guide and support you along the way, and as long as you follow through on this action, your success is assured. Your ideas for a business are sound. Ease out of your present day job by moonlighting with your desired business idea. Take action as you're guided with respect to your career. Fully commit to succeeding in your new business. So really focusing on what you came here to do, as far as like your career, our finances, and your gifts, how you want to serve in this way, and how you can bring financial stability to your life. Really focusing on your mission right now is going to help you come out of the emotional roller coaster, because this is not for the weak of heart. This journey is for the strongest of the strong. It is super intense at times. So be really gentle to yourself, Don't judge yourself. Just love yourself. Learn. See what you can learn from everything, and know that everything that's happening is happening for a reason. And it's allowing us to step into our power and become those strong, sovereign creator beings that we came here to be. So that when we come together, it's like, the world has never seen anything like this. Okay? because we're badasses like that. So only the strongest of the strong, I think, came here to be twin flames, because I don't know anyone when you're going through it. Like, really, it's like something we fight and resist, and we just don't understand, and it brings so much confusion, but it also brings the most amazing, beautiful, everything you could ever possibly imagine. I'm serious. So hang in there. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. I walk with you. I'm with you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm honored to be a messenger, and I love you. So I thank you for your time and energy, and we will see you next time. Truly hope this affirmed and gave you the clarity and guidance too that you needed to move forward, and you will. So thank you again. Thank you to everyone, and I will see you all next time for our next pick a card reading. Much love. Peace out. Wishing you all infinite love, infinite beauty, infinite strength from this beautiful place. It's just amazing. Just remember that you are unconditional love. You are a divine, infinite being. And everything that you've been through has been for a reason. So have the courage and the strength, the compassion, the love, the awareness to see the bigger picture, forgive yourself, and step into your power as an amazing divine creator. I'm here with you. I know you can do it because that's what you came here to do. So keep on walking the path that's true to you, and you can't go wrong. Okay? Listen to you always. You got this. I love you so much. Have a beautiful life, a beautiful everything. We'll share the beauty together. And I can't wait to see you guys shine. And you will. You are. Love you.